Grandpa.
What? Oh, this is a good day for a story. Did I ever tell you two about Bright Star, the young witch, and the coyote?
You mean the girl who lived with her cat in that cave on the hill above Hawaii?
The one whose cat is named Owl? That story?
Yeah, that's the story.
Only a million times.
So, Pumaha, that means a long time ago. Pay attention. This teaches an important lesson. Now, where was I?
A long time ago?
Yes. A long time ago, there was an outcast, a young witch named Bright Star, who was living in a cave overlooking the village. She lived with her cat Kakupe. That means owl. And so...
Why did she name her cat Owl?
Because it had these eyes which were always wide open, and it looked like everything like an owl does. Kakupe looked wise and always gave her correct advice when she asked for it.
Cats don't give advice.
Well, this one did, and it talked to her too, all the time.
Cats don't talk.
Of course they do. Way back before time began, things were different. Animals could talk with human beings, and many magical things happened. Now be quiet and listen. May I continue?
It's your story.
On a cold, windy, and rainy night, that cunning trickster, Coyote, came calling. He knew that Bright Star was a kind and welcoming person, but she also knew he was a conniving cheater who worked all the angles for himself. He wanted to take advantage in any deal that he put up.
You mean like when Uncle George tips the scales at the dry goods store?
I like Uncle George.
Uh-huh.
So, it was a dark and rainy night.
Bright Star and Kakupe were around a fire when Bright Star is at a kettle stirring mutton stew. Kakupe is sitting close by watching. Wind and rain and thunder are heard as a coyote howls outside in the rain.
Is it ready yet?
No,
When will it be ready?
soon.
Is it ready yet?
Not yet. Find something else to do.
Like what?
Read a book?
We don't have any.
Read a magazine?
We don't have those either.
Well, be creative.
Is it ready yet?
Bright Star stops stirring the stew and shoots a needle look at Kakupe.
Sure, get your bowl.
Kakupe shuffles over to a nearby table and grabs her bowl and goes to the cooking area where Bright Star is impatiently waiting.
Sometimes I think you're all about eating.
Is there anything else to life?
Just like a cat, say that.
And not just any cat. You know I'm special.
It's a good thing I like you.
It's a good thing I took you in.
You took me in.
Who needed help getting out of that fix?
It was just a misunderstanding.
Just a misunderstanding.
How was I to know that horse belonged to someone else?
The brand might have been a clue.
It was branded.
Don't play dumb.
Well, we did need a quick escape.
That's another thing. You're always getting us into trouble. I hate trouble.
You're a cat. Trouble is your middle name.
No, it's not. My middle name is Harriet.
Harriet. Really?
It's suave and sophisticated. It suits me.
Kind of snobbish, it seems.
I wasn't always reduced to this impoverished way of living, you know.
Whatever you say. Eat your mutton stew.
While Kakupe slurps the stew, Bright Star stirs the kettle vigorously.
Not bad. Needs more salt.
Bright Star dumps in some salt.
And maybe a little whiskey would help.
Bright Star grabs an unmarked bottle and pours in the whiskey.
Spices would be nice.
We're out of spices.
Pity. Yup, really good stuff.
I suppose you want dessert?
I'm fine.
Outside, there's a howling wind and a crack of thunder, followed by a familiar voice.
Sister Witch, are you home?
Bright Star and Kakupe look at each other in surprise. Kakupe puts a finger over her lips and shakes her head to keep Bright Star quiet.
Sister Witch, I'm cold and hungry. Please let me in.
I wouldn't do that.
But he's cold and hungry.
So he says. You know that old dog is untrustworthy.
What harm could he possibly do?
You're kidding, right? Last time you let him in, he stole your jewelry and he hocked it in grants.
That stuff wasn't all that valuable anyway.
What about the time he cheated you out of your substance check? That 3-card Monty routine.
I'm dying out here. I'll catch pneumonia. I'll fall ill.
Better you than us.
Blow, blow, buddy.
I'm not your buddy.
How can you turn an innocent away?
Oh, you're not innocent.
Bright Star pokes Kakupe with her elbow so he'll stop aggravating Coyote.
It's up to you. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Coyote, you old fool. Why should we let you in? You can never be trusted.
You've been listening to that scrawny feline again?
Oh, big talk for a flea-infested, toothless, mangy walking carpet. Sticking up the place smelling like cow dung.
Old Coyote lets out an angry howl at the insult from the cat.
Still out there.
Now that we've exchanged pleasantries, can I come in?
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
Okay, enough already. Convince me why I should let you in.
Because you're a kind and nice person.
Not convincing.
You're known for your charity and kindness.
Better.
I'm soaked to the skin and my fur is all matted.
At last, some honesty.
I've got the shivers and shakes.
Probably the DTs.
No, that's not fair. He is down on his luck.
You poor thing. I feel your pain.
Okay, I stand humiliated. Can I please come in now?
Don't do it. Don't.
Will you promise not to pull any of your tricks?
I promise.
Do you double promise?
I promise.
Do you triple promise?
God, I promise!
Well, come in and dry off. We'll give you a bit of food.
Keep your paws where we can see him, you thief.
Sit it.
Coyote slowly pokes his head through the cave opening. He looks around and feels around the edges of the doorway.
What are you doing?
Looking for booby traps. One can't be too sure these days.
You're familiar with booby traps, aren't you?
Now satisfied, Coyote slowly puts one leg through the door and sinks into the cave cautiously while still looking around.
Hey, nice digs you all have here.
Oh, cut the crap. You've been in here before.
Come over to the fire and dry off. Have some food.
What's the menu fare today?
Slop on a shingle. Still hungry?
Manners.
I'm sure it's a gastronomic delight.
What's with the refined language?
I'm trying to improve my vocabulary.
You couldn't.
I'm glad to hear that. Proper drinking conveys fine breeding.
The only thing.
Kakupe, why don't you go get more firewood?
Kakupe goes outside to search for more firewood. She's not too happy.
Here's some food.
Thank you. You're too kind.
Not at all. Now, what's on your mind?
On my mind?
Yeah, you might be cold and hungry, but you made the trip up the hill for a reason.
A reason?
Kakupe comes back in with the wood just in time to hear part of the talk and carelessly dumps the wood by the fire pit.
You always have a reason, chum. What is it this time?
Why do I need a reason to visit my good friends?
You consider us good friends?
I do indeed. You've always been kind to me and you're a wonderful hostess.
That's rich.
What's that?
I think I have an itch.
So scratch it. And dear girl, I really appreciate your thoughtfulness and kindness.
You see, Kakupe, Coyote isn't all bad.
Neither is a piece of rotting fruit. Can't you see what he's doing? This is a set for one of his obfuscations.
In my defense, I never obfuscate while I'm eating. This is good stuff. Delightful meal. Now, to business.
Here it comes.
Your speculation is spot on, my friends. I'm here on a most urgent matter.
And that would be...
It's a secret.
What kind of secret?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
You don't have proper clearance.
Why do we need clearance?
So I can tell you why I'm here.
Just tell us.
Can't.
Why not?
Because it's a secret. When does this circular conversation end?
When I tell you the secret.
Kakupe gets real annoyed at Coyote and grabs Coyote, ready to throw him out the door.
Alright, that does it, buddy. I'm throwing you out, no fuss.
Whoa, wait. We can work this out.
How?
I'll tell you.
So are we good then?
Yeah, sure. I shouldn't tell you, but you guys are special.
You hear that? We're special. I can't take much more of this. I need a drink.
Being an obliging fellow, Coyote reaches into his pocket and pulls out a flask.
What is this stuff?
Apple juice. You said you needed a drink.
That's not what I had in mind.
That's all I got.
Come on then, let's hear your story.
Coyote moves closer to the fire to dry off. Bright Star and Cuckoo follow.
I have something to give you, which will change your life. It will confer upon you unlimited power. Everyone will fear you, and you'll have control over all things.
Nothing can give a person control over everything.
This thing can. You'll see.
How can this be?
The other night, I came upon an encampment of strange white men who were arguing over an object.
White men? They never come around this place. It's too isolated.
So why else would they be here? They were very interested in what they found. One of them said, "That's it. That's the treasure." And now I bring the treasure to you.
How do you know this treasure is so important?
There were words and loud voices. They all fought possession over the object. Some said it should be reburied. Some said that the object was too dangerous and it'd be used for evil purposes.
What evil?
They didn't say. One of them said whoever possessed the object could control the whole world. That's when I thought of you.
Why me?
Sister Witch, you're the only one around here who knows how to use hidden knowledge. Maybe you'll know how to use this, too.
I don't like the turn this is taking.
Tell me more.
One of the white men threw the object away and it landed at my feet where I was hiding in the shadows. One of them laughed and said, "Oh, no problem. There's more where that came from." So I picked it up and I came here to you.
When Coyote bent forward to warm himself, a small, colorful rock fell out of his pocket. Now, since cats are curious creatures, Cuckoo picked up the rock and started playing with it. She turned it over and over and licked it a time or two, and sniffed at it and batted it around on the ground.
Kukupe, stop playing with that dirty old rock. Coyote's trying to tell us something.
Cuckoo just kept batting the rock around, well, just trying to annoy Bright Star.
I said stop. Here, give it to me.
So what is this precious object of yours? What is it exactly? What's your price for turning the thing over to Bright Star?
Sister Witch hasn't said she wanted it yet.
You said it'll give me power?
Unlimited power. What do you say?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. The price may be too high.
I don't ask much. I only ask that I be given food, shelter, and free passage through your area for the rest of my life when I need it.
It'll make me powerful. I can have whatever I want.
Whatever you want, you'll be a queen.
I really shouldn't.
Power, prestige, the world on a platter? Who would turn that down?
I don't know. Okay. It's a deal. Hand it over.
Coyote smiles and points at the rock in Bright Star's hand.
You already have it. It's in your hand.
What are you trying to pull? This is a rock.
Yes, but it's a special rock. It has power.
What do I do with this?
The white men will know. Let's ask them.
This rock
Bright
is
Star holds the rock up into the air and studies it more carefully.
This rock is yellow. What's it called?
They call it uranium. Give it a squeeze. That's how it's activated.
There's a bright flash of light, an explosion. We see a nuclear mushroom cloud over the land. And then from the darkness, Bright Star speaks out with a now strange and strongly changed voice, confident and almost evil.